Okse, ladies and Okse!
Afternoon! Good afternoon, Birmingham. It's good to be in Birmingham, I tell you. I called the bus. How cool was that, man? Well, I said, do a lot of travelling doing this. Went to Torquay. Anybody been to Torquay? Yeah. I met an American guy there. I said, do you like Torquay? He goes, yeah, I like Torquay. I like chicken and beef too. It's a joke. Went to St Ives. Anybody been to St Ives? As I was going to St Ives, I met a man with 7 wives, so I grassed him up. That was big of me. As you can probably tell from my accent, I'm half Chinese. This basically means when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, my mum would come to the door and she'd go, "Hey son, your dinner's ready." Because all Chinese people talk like that. Now, she came over here, right, 40 years ago, right, and she couldn't speak a word of English. And I said to her, how did you learn the language? She's like, I don't know, I have that. That's not racist, that's how she speaks, all right? Deal with it, Birmingham, right? I said, well, what was your first ever sentence then? And she was like, Mr. Shin, shine Tim cream. I was like, wow, was that useful? She's like, no, I don't even know what Tim means. I said, anything else, Mum? She's like, oh yeah, she's well cocky, right? She was like, a Mars a day, hope you work, rest and pray. I said, has that ever been useful? She's like, no, I'm not even religious. Bless you, Mum. I'm glad you're laughing at the Chinese stuff, right? Because some people actually doubt I'm half Chinese, but there you go, look. So now as soon as I fucking walked up to the stage, you just looked at me and went, fucking hell, Doc Wan's let himself go, ain't he? He could have worn some fucking shoes. Oh. We like computers? I bought my mum a laptop the other day. It's a bit awkward because she can't fucking say it. But it's alright though, she likes it. I've been teaching the basics, like, you know, turn it on and off and stuff, and using the mouse and all that, and she's loving it. She's on Facebook, man. I'm poking her, it's all a bit awkward, man. It's not good. She's on Solitaire. Anybody play Solitaire on the PC? Yeah. In that wicked game, the reward at the end. Makes it all worthwhile, there. It's flipping good. Some people looking at me going, actually, with Minesweeper people, fucking move on, right? And she's on there, right? So what I do is that I go into the kitchen to make her a cup of tea in a wok. I'm like that, do you want sugar? And she's like, no, thank you, son, I'm sweet enough, because she's very funny, right? So, and then all of a sudden I hear a voice, son! And I run over there, right? And what's happened, ladies and gentlemen? She's got the mouse, right, and she's waving about in the air like she's Gandalf the wizard. I'm like, Mum, you've got to put it on the square thing. And she's like, what, mouse carpet? I say, yeah, that'll do. Mouse carpet. Mouse carpet. So I get the tea, right, I come back and I see her there, motionless, transfixed, absolutely petrified, right? And what's happened is, she's got to the edge of the mouse mat and she's run out of room. One of the most intelligent women I know in Chinese, in English, bit special, right? She bought me some jellied sweets the other day. I said, Mum, these are Haribo. She goes, well, don't eat them if you don't like them. Yeah, I say a lot of people doubt it. I'm half Chinese. It's bizarre. Do you know what I say to them? I say, Yo yi, Sam say, Mlo, Chapa, Go Sup. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which is very useful. So, I'm glad you're laughing at the Chinese stuff, right? Because, oh, there you go. I'm glad you're laughing at the Chinese stuff, because sometimes I'll do a gig, right, and it goes, like, really silent, man. Really quiet, right? And, do you know something? I went to this one gig and it was like that. Yeah, just like that, right? And I'll tell you something, I'm never going back to Tibet again. Fucking hell. That fucking Dalai Lama. Miserable fucker, man. Not even a real llama. Not even a real llama. Just a bloke with a skinhead, man. And you know how violent they fucking get, do you know what I mean? Have we got any people with kids? Kids, yeah, you got kids and stuff why they're great. Did you know when you were a lad, excuse me, can I just ask you, mate, did you know when you were a kid, did you ever have a bit of a wrestle with your dad? Once or twice. That's good, man. I'm not asking you a bad thing. I'm not asking you if he touched you in a bad place or anything. Dudley, right? I'm not asking you that. I'm not asking you that, man. Because I was having a wrestle with my son Joe the other day, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was like lions and cubs having a bit of wrestle and stuff. Then what he did, he punched me in the nose, right? And I did the ultimate dad thing, right? I pretended to be knocked out, right? I'm like that. Thinking that he'd come up to me and go, Dad, I'm really sorry. Are you okay? I'm so sorry. I can't. No. At one point I was like this. I'm knocked out. And I looked up, right, and basically what the kid had done, he'd walked off, right, not bothered about it in the slightest, and logged onto Cartoon Network, right? Could have been dead, right? So what was it? I had to take him back home to his mum's because I'm divorced, right? Hey, ladies. Wait, anyway. So I had to take him back in the car, and he's sitting there on the phone and stuff. He's playing on the mobile phone. I said, Joe, can I have my phone back now? He went, no. I said, Joe, can I have my phone back now? You've got to go in for your tea. He went, do you want me to knock you out again, Dad? I'm like, keep the phone, son, keep the phone. His nan gets really paranoid that Joe doesn't like her. Now I turn around to Joe and I say, now listen, Joe, we're going to go around your nan's house. She's going to open the door, you're going to run up to her, give her a big hug and say, hello, Nan, how are you? And, you know, make her feel loved, right? And he did it, right? He did it. He's dead funny, right? She opens the door, he gives her a big hug, and like, you should have seen her face, Birmingham. She felt so loved. Then he turns around to me and goes, Dad, was that all right? Do I have to kiss her now? Yes, son, you do. I want to tell you this one last thing. I found out the other day that my mum's friends, Mr. and Mrs. Wang, right, they've had a baby. Woohoo! That's not the kid's name, right? That's not the kid's name. And I found out, right, that this kid is like Caucasian. I couldn't believe it, right? And I found out that Mr. Wang's great-great-great-great-granddad was like mixed race, like me, like half Chinese, half English. And it just goes to prove, ladies and gentlemen, that two Wangs can make a white. My name's Okse, thank you, good afternoon.